Hi, my name is Ayana Varela, and this is my small reflection video about evidence number 2, rethinking the meaning of resistance and change. In this evidence, I make a scene about a feminist organization that is called Arcali, when they create a lot of different spaces where women can feel safe and express their emotions and learn about different things like human rights or reproduction rights. I learned about a lot from studying the social movement because I don't know a lot about what is happening with the feminist movement. I should, but I actually am don't. So it was really interesting to see that there's a lot of different movements inside one and a lot of different organizations that actually want to help and are trying with different approaches. I really like this organization because they really care a lot about all of the groups, where it is disabled people or transgender women. They care a lot and they want to be really inclusive, and I think that's a real important fact that we need to continue because there's a lot of different radical it's not radical, that's a wrong use of the word, but like there's a lot of different more negative parts that becomes part of the movement, and I think it's necessary to have these kind of spaces where women are actually included. All women are part of it. And I think from what I saw and from what I had seen in class and other things, the main challenge that movements face today is that they don't get enough recognition. If I wasn't actually searching for this, I wouldn't know this organization exists. And I know that's a thing that happened with a lot of different organizations because they just don't get the promotion, the news doesn't mention them or mention them like in a different light, or just don't care enough to actually talk about these topics. And I think it's really hard for them because I see their social media and there's not a lot of likes or a lot of interaction, and they do a lot of things constantly and they keep uploading things, but people just don't see it, and I think that's the main problem. And also in moments like this when they go and protest and all of things, I think it's getting harder for people to join because people are more scared than before about insecurity, and they keep with an individualist thought when they only care about themselves to actually go and do something about the things that are happening. So I think that's a really difficult part in this, that people don't care enough to continue working with organizations to create a change. And I think that's a continuous problem with a lot of things today. Like in our current society, people are or do not care enough, or if they care, they're scared to do things, or they're just lost in their own world to know about what's happening, why it's happening, and it's so easy to just see something on TikTok, something on Instagram, and just, oh yeah, and pretend that's the news you learn and that's everything there is to know about things. And I'm guilty of that, dude, because it's part of how world just keeps spinning and you feel like you don't have time for things. And I think we are too busy caring about ourselves and just surviving in a world that just don't stop going, don't stop spinning, and that affect how we relationate with other people, and how we care about these movements. But I think it's necessary for people to actually keep investigating, keep knowing. And there is a problem in our current society, and we're going back in time with a lot of elites, with a lot of different trends that just make an emphasis on yeah, yeah, on inequalities, and it's hard because we're just accepting it. So I think that in our current society we need to go back to keep seeing these topics, and actually give people time to think and to try something and to just create a real opinion, a personal opinion, instead of just following whatever the unions. Thank you very much.